Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a GameStar presentation. We're here well into the Canberra Dota 2 tournament here in the nation's capital. This will be a game between sponsored by Centrelink, whom we have seen many times at the Respawn LAN, and Furi or Furi Curi, who feature the organizer of the tournament. So we're going to be analysing his play quite a lot. Been told by his team that he feeds a lot, so we're looking for the Vengeful Spirit pickup for him. And we'll go ahead and jump straight into the hero select. My name is Coldblood from GameStar, and I will be solo casting this one as the other casters preoccupied with another game, which you may be able to hear to my left. But alas, we will get into the hero select now. For the Furi Curi guys on the red hand side, they've banned out the Silencer and the Death Prophet, both of which are capable of silencing, so not a fan of not being able to cast their spells. Doom and Lycan, the bans out by sponsored by Centrelink, is very standard bans. I'm noticing that the Invoker, the Brewmaster, the Skywrath Mage, all options that have gotten through, none of them have been picked up though. We've got the Furi on first pick from Furi Curi, which means they want to build around his pushing potential and how much he can contribute to those early ganks by teleporting in. And then they've got the Ancient Apparition, so you get more global presence with that Ice Blast. So we may see it comboed with a Spectre or a Zeus or something like that. And of course Lycan's been banned out, so we won't have those awesome right clicks with the Chilling Touch and the Howl. Rasta, the Shadow Shaman, and the Bat Rider have been brought up by sponsored by Centrelink. Shadow Shaman has been in almost every game, if not every single game today, and for good reason. He is great all-around utility, but the Bat Rider has been banned out in every single game. We'll finally get to see him here. The other game that's going on right now is over at www.twitch.tv/onlylogic if you'd like to watch a Mega Squadron versus Boys. But here we are, Centrelink versus Furi Curi. Faceless Void will get banned away, Razor and Tinker as well. Tinker, very smart ban, removes more global strength that could possibly be picked up by Furi Curi. And what will be the second ban for our Dire team here? Faceless Void makes a lot of sense. He's been very, very strong lately. He was featured heavily in the International with those Death Ball type strats with his Chronosphere. What else? There's a lot of pick potential thus far on the side, as sponsored by Centrelink, the Shadow Shaman, the Bat Rider. Maybe something like a Storm Spirit will cop a ban from Furi Curi, something that's very strong at picking off individual people. Maybe even ban the Marana to stop those ambushes coming, but no, it will be the Anti-Mage which gets banned out here, and there is more global power coming out with the Zeus. I'm really hoping a Spectre comes out. She is my favourite hero, and she is also global, but we'll have to see what Furi Curi have designed for us here. I don't think there's too many other global heroes that haven't been mentioned thus far. And now sponsored by Centrelink, Vengeful Spirit would be a great pick to, further punish people who get caught out of position. But what will they decide to go for? Probably either a carrier or a mid laner here. I don't imagine they'd want to third pick another support. But are they going to run? No, Lich gets picked up here. So, very strong in a duo lane, very strong at controlling early on. Doesn't actually win you your lane, it's more he keeps it even. He'll take XP from the enemy. The Chain Frost can make team fights very heavily go in his favour. And there's the Slaughter, okay. So amplified damage will make people visible. Not that there's any invisibility here really, unless there was a Marana or something. And if Slaughter can farm up, he's going to be able to start favourable fights very easily by blinking in and throwing down the Slitherine Crush. Now, what do sponsored by Centrelink want to do here? They need some kind of counter push. I think a Treant Protector would be a fantastic option here, because Ice Armor can be applied to towers, so can the Living Armor of the Treant Protector. Could also lock them down with the Overgrowth. They're finally going to run into reserve time, try and decide exactly what they want to run against us. I still think they need some kind of counter push, something to deal with the Nature's Prophet. Bat Rider can be off by himself fairly well, Slark, okay, one of the best roamers in the game, will get picked up here. So Furion off by himself trying to push Slark, going to pounce on him and take him down very, very quickly. And then when he has the ice armor of Lich, he will be even harder to deal with. Now, I don't believe amplified damage works with Shadow Dance. I think Shadow Dance makes him immune to everything, but a lot of Slugs like to get the Shadow Blade as the first item to abuse the Shadow Dance, and amplified damage will definitely reveal him in that, so it will be a little harder for Slug to escape. And now, the final bans here. A carry definitely has to be the ban out here for Furi Curi. Unless they want a safe lane Slug, no, they're going to go for the Tide, so they're trying to make that the ability for Sponsored by Centrelink to force fights to be reduced, and then Jakiro banned out by Centrelink. Makes a fair bit of sense. Oh, Dragon Knight, okay. So, we can assume that one's going mid. Oh, it could be actually a carry, not too sure. But with the Zeus, both of these really need to get the levels to get powerful. It's a very strong team fight comp though. When you've got the Ice Blast, you've got the Wrath of Nature, you've got Thunder God's Wrath, and then just the damage output of a Slardar and a Dragon Knight. Sponsored by Centrelink are going to be hard pressed with this one. I think they will need a carry, or potentially a mid laner. Not sure who you'd run mid against this. I think Razor and Viper are both available if they decide to go for it. But maybe they want, like I mentioned earlier, the Storm Spirit to try and get picks. They've got a minute 30 left to decide. Ah, the TA. There's. I think you can hear Furi Curi to my right. We're not expecting that one. So the Linnea is going to be coming out. Mikey from Canberra will be picking that one up. A Templar Assassin who gets farmed is a very dominant one. She will blink on top of you. She will burst you down in a single hit, and then she will kill you very quickly after that. Now, Refraction Shield. Is there many spammable abilities to get rid of that? Of course, the Ice Blast ticks very fast. Zeus is able to spam his spells, mana pool willing. We've got Slug with a shark on his head. And then the Tree Ants are going to be able to break the Refraction Shield quite quickly as well. Not too much rapidly ticking things though, so it's going to take some focus to get that Refraction Shield down from Linnea and open her up to aggression. But here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go through both of the teams. Representing Sponsored by Centrelink, our Slark player will be Andy from Canberra. Lich will be Pickles. There's apparently some portal HUDs being shared around. Mikey from Canberra will be the Templar Assassin Batrider. We played by Dave with a whole bunch of lingo. And rounding out Sponsored by Centrelink, captain of the Sports Ball team will be Rasta, the Shadow Shaman. Representing Furi Curi, we have Laos Powerhouse as our fishy man Slardar. The only Slardar we've seen today was very underwhelming. We'll have to see if he can turn that one around. Ancient Apparition played by Shibata Plex CSPG, or C$PG. Dragon Knight will be played by Golden Boy. Our Zeus will be Raxasus, and Furion will be Chinky. He's already got his mushroom hat going. Will it be? It looks like a support Furion, maybe just in the jungle. So we're gonna have the duo lane of Ancient Apparition and Slardar, which I think is gonna struggle a lot against the Lich Shadow Shaman. It's gonna be very difficult for them. Lich rocking the Eldritch Ice. I do believe that is. Yes, it is. Okay. So it's going to be all about the zone control. So is this an aggressive tri lane coming out of our Furi Curi guys? Okay, so very greedy lineup from Furi Curi, but if they get ahead, they will probably be staying ahead with just how much control their team can exert over the map. Firefly learned by Dave as he chucks down a ward to try and block how much this Furion can farm. Will Chinky be able to find the ward and clear it out? He only has a blue ward on him. What about the Dragon Knight? Nope, nothing. So yeah, Chinky's going to be like, wait a second, this isn't spawning for me. Ancient Apparition getting the double damage rune, so this lane is going to be very, very potent early on with the right clicks. Can they get the Slithering Crush? If sponsored by Centrelink get caught out here, they could be in a lot of trouble. But Pounds will allow Slug to get away. What does Shadow Shaman have? He has the Shackles, which he needs to wait in place. Oh, gee. Look how much this Ancient Apparition is sitting for. That's without Chilling Touch, so going to be zoning 1v3, and now will the Pounce come in? It will indeed. Shibata has been jumped on, but they're trying to turn it around onto Slug. Shackles is used on the double damage Ancient Apparition. He is so squishy. Will the Lust auto attack come out? No, it will not. So the salve is used. Now they're going to try and turn it around onto Pickles, who's gone far too far forward. AA does far too much damage, and that will be our first blood, and then the Icy Vortex goes down as well. Good start for Furi Curi here. In a 2v3 situation, that double damage rune does so much. And Shibata going to be back at full health and mana thanks to his consumables. Now, the easy camp has not been blocked off by Furi Curi, so there will be some income coming in for sponsored by Centrelink, and then of course because of the Lich they'll be ahead on the XP as well. In the mid lane, this is a hard lane for Zeus. He doesn't do a whole heck of a lot early on. Linnea's going to be able to bully him out. They need to try and stop her getting her blink early on if possible, because then she's going to be very hard to deal with. The Lightning Bolt and the Thunder God's Wrath both provide true sight, so Linnea, if she's, or the Templar Assassin, if she's melded, she will be revealed by those ones. Meanwhile, at the top lane, Batrider getting as much farm as he can. Chinky struggling in the jungle, as of course he has been blocked out, but the Dragon Knight doing alright as well. Haste Rune spawns at the top part of the river. As at the bottom lane, this is definitely where all the action is. So much damage coming out of the Slaughter and Ancient Apparition, but I think the longer this goes on, the more it's going to favour sponsored by Centrelink. Just with these advantages they're going to have. 4 seconds for CC and now available for the Shadow Shaman. And are we going to see the supports break off to try and gank? Because we've got to keep in mind, Furi Curi, they're the ones running the greedy comp here. They've got, oh, meanwhile at the top, Dave is going to take down Golden Boy on the Dragon Knight. And Dave going to be going for the Porphyrion now as well. Haste Rune has been picked up by Linnea. And a double kill picked up for Dave on the Batrider. This is bad news if he gets going, because he's going to be able to stack up the jungle very easily. 3 points in the sticky napalm, so yeah, the jungle going to be an absolute cinch for him to clear through now. And there's the big swing in the gold. XP very heavily in sponsored by Centrelink's favour. The Haste Rune is being popped, and this should be Templar Assassin picking up the kill there with the meld hit. And that will be Raxasus going down to Mikey from Slambearer, who already has the bottle. Now, the Dragon Knight and Slaughter, they both farm very, they scale very well on farm if they can pick it up. So if they're doing okay, then it'll be all good. And then Nature's Prophet, of course, I mean, dying is going to set him back a bit, but he's well on his way to his Midas. As Templar Assassin, she now has the Psionic Trap, which gives some more control of those runes. Rune is about to spawn in 10 seconds. If Raxasus could get to this, he would be very happy. Doesn't have much money. He doesn't have a bottle either, so Raxasus is really struggling this far early on. He's only got a quarter of the last hits of the Templar Assassin, as Regen Rune will spawn at the bottom part of the river. And we have still the charade going on at bot. Hopefully Lau's Powerhouse hasn't disconnected. No, he's just standing still. Is he going to be going for a Vanguard or for his blink early on? Regen Rune bottled by Mikey, who drops a Tango. And is he going to come to the bottom lane here? Now, Slaughter has the sprint, does make him take more damage. The Ancient Apparition is very vulnerable, and there is no wards here for our red team, so they've got to be careful. Hopefully Zeus has called the missing, does not have Thunder God's Wrath, so he won't be able to join in. Hopefully Chinky can come in on the Nature's Prophet. Here we go, Psionic Trap has been blown, Laos Powerhouse has been CC'd, Pounce onto Shibata, and they're both being locked in place. Nice stun from Laos Powerhouse, will mean he goes down though, and so will the AA. TA picks one up, Shadow Shaman gets the other, and now Zeus is being jumped on, trying to come down and help, but he will be able to escape in the end. Is this going to be phase boots for our TA? Oh, sorry, not phase boots, power treads. There she goes. So going to be a bit bulkier and auto attack more. So sponsored by Centrelink doing a good job at punishing this greed out of Furi Curi with how they've gone for an aggressive well, duo lane, not tri-lane. Now, Slark, how is he farming? 20 to the 14 of Slardar. So they're doing okay still. And I mean, the global presence of Furi Curi is going to be hard for sponsored by Centrelink to deal with. Unless they get that far ahead. I mean, they've got the Bat Rider and they've got the Slark for picking off people who are by themselves, which Furion loves to be pushing. But Furion isn't farming too well at the moment. He's got 1150 gold, just about, in his bag. But he's trying to babysit the Dragon Knight more than farm for himself. Which Dragon Knight definitely does well with the farm. Meanwhile, TA going to take down Raxasus in the middle lane. Can't go back and see that one, but we can assume she just ran him down. So Blink and Desolator will soon be finished. There's not many TAs I see that don't get fed, which is fair enough to say. We have the pounce out from Slark, and now the 2v3 as Shibata going to take a lot of damage from the tower. Laos getting aggro from the creeps. Oh, Andy has run too far forward, and he will end up going down to the last hit of Ancient Apparition, but now Laos is caught in the trees, and now Bat Rider, does he have the Flaming Lasso? He does indeed, but he does not have the mana. Shibata, don't think he can float his way out here, as nice deny there. AA will not be falling, but TA takes the T1 in the mid for their trouble. So 1-0, I guess you could say. With oh no, sorry, it was 1-1 if we don't count the Ancient Apparition, because Slark did end up falling, which is a nice pick-off. How is he doing in his item progression? He's got the Orb of Venom for the chasing power. Although, to be fair, against these two, it's still very difficult. Shackle onto the Ancient Apparition. Dark Pact has been used, and he will fall very quickly. Nice stun, but it is too little, too late, as Zeus is here to try and help, but the double damage. Linnea just going absolutely bonkers. Nice stun from the Slardar. Will it be enough? Refraction Shield has been used. She's trying to duke it out, and nice bash, but not enough. The double damage rune and refraction means that this Templar Assassin hits far too hard. And she's now sitting at 5-0-1 with the most farm in the game. And now Chinky, he might be in trouble as well. Can he TP out? He can, but may not be worth trying. There he goes. Falls, triple kill to Mikey from Canberra. And Chinky Chinky not able to survive that one. Nice meld there, going to avoid the last tower hit. Now Refraction is up. Raxasus gets Flaming Lassoed, and there's not much AA can do here. Does not yet have the Ice Blast. The Flame Cast comes out from Dave, and I think he will be able to get out of here. Meld used by Templar Assassin to wait. Amplify damage is on the Bat Rider, so they know he's there, but they're going to have to turn around, and now TA gets melded up. Is he going to get the stun? No, Laos just going to walk away from that one. Templar Assassin on her assassination mission behind enemy lines. She then gets her Blink Dagger as well, so she can engage favorable fight. Bat Rider being down the bottom means that Dragon Knight gets a little bit of breathing room, and the farm is looking okay. Raxasus is definitely struggling, but the rest of Furi Curi are doing okay. Ours, no Midas for Chinky has gone for the boots instead. The bottom tier 1 does fall, so only one tower remains out at the tier 1 line for Furi Curi, and is looking very healthy because Bat Rider not the best pusher early on in the game. Much better as a ganker, which is definitely what he's been doing. Has the 4 staff already, so he can grab someone and propel himself. And now we have Furi Curi trying to get to the top. We've got the Shadow Shaman and the Templar Assassin as well. This could be explosive. Chinky's going to get engaged on, and that is not what he wanted to see at the top of the ladder. As it now, Temp Assassin going to blink forward, gets down the Psionic Trap. Dragon Knight pops the ultimate and will TP in. Double kill for the Bat Rider, and there is the Flaming Lasso and the wards as well. As Chinky's he buys back and then TP's nice stun from last Powerhouse. May get Chinky out. Gets Flame Cast. Ultra kill. 4 kills for our Bat Rider. Laos really wants to shut down. He gets it. 781 gold going into the pockets of the Fishman, but he may be losing some of that as Mikey comes in, and yeah, that is just too difficult to deal with. I think a 6-4-1 in the end. in the favour of sponsored by Centrelink. Centrelink apparently paying more than I remember, as the drums of endurance being worked on by Andy. And these wards are in such a good spot that they can push the tower after they contribute to the team fight. And now we have to teleport away from the Shadow Shaman to avoid any kind of sneaky Nature's Prophet plays. So, the front line of towers have all been decimated for Furi Curi, and they're going to have to rely on the global presence of their heroes to try and get something going on. They've got the Ice Blast to clear from ways away. Furion, if he doesn't get picked off, will be able to push, but at this stage in time, there's so much pick potential that he may just want to just farm up for a little bit more. Regen rune at the bottom part of the river, as Lich is going to make his way towards that. The position for Lich will be getting his mech soon, which means what's the Shadow Shaman going for? Maybe going for a Yule's Scepter. I think that's what that builds into. As again, Bat Rider gets low, but manages to escape from a slaughter. Blink would be great for Lao's Powerhouse, but just does not have the funds at the moment. Amplified damage going off onto the Slug, and there's the drums of endurance finished up for Andy. So the mobility of the team is even higher now. If Furi Curi could catch out the Bat Rider now, they would be happy. Ice Blast will be coming out across the map as the fight will be starting. Golden Boy gets engaged upon as the Dire Courier goes down. Didn't have anything on it. Golden Boy falls, and the Ice Blast, I don't think it did a whole heck of a lot. And here is the Force Staff into Flaming Lasso onto the poor Zeus. And Shibata, he's going to have to try and make something happen in the mid. Mikey engaging forward. The Refraction Shield will absorb a lot of damage. Fortification Rune used to try and nullify a lot of the ward's damage. They're focusing on the creeps at the moment anyway. There's the Flame Cast to come, Flame Break, sorry, to clear those creeps there. And now, nothing you can do against the Temp Assassin who's this far ahead. She's got the Yasha, could go for Desolator next just to continue this mid-game power. Ice Blast not going to be too, it will be too little too late. Slug does end up going down though. I think, was that to the AA? I think it was. So, and Bat Rider barely survives the ticking damage of the Ice Blast, which makes people shatter at low health. As Rax goes down. So the Courier went down to Furi Curi with nothing on it. And yeah, we'll be up in 1 minute and 45 seconds. So Shibata trying to get to the Urn of Shadows. He has all the components, just doesn't have any way of getting it to him. Chinky trying to cause some pressure at the top. Sponsored by Centrelink, they are on their way to try and deal with it. And Chinky going to be getting the push on. He does not have teleport up, so he will be backing away now. Ancient Apparition takes down the Shadow Shaman. Okay, so looks like Rosata was... was that a... Oh god, I wish I'd seen that. That was awesome. So Shadow Shaman ends up going down. He must have tried to teleport away, gotten there, and then dies to the Shatter. So well played by Furi Curi, making the picks that they need to get their way back into this game. Ice Blast already proving how powerful an ability it is. Blink Dagger and 4-star finish on a Dave from Canberra on the Bat Rider. Mikey's there. Invisible and Laos. I mean, Slaughter can be fairly tanky, but not right now. As Ice Blast comes out, that may be the death of Dave, as Golden Boy pops the ultimate. Mech, it's not going to do a whole heck of a lot, and he barely survives with the haste rune spawning at the top part of the river. Mikey will go over and fill his bottle with it. And things are looking very difficult for Furi Curi now. Bottled up the haste rune. Chinky does not want to be there. Dark Pack gets popped, but will not burst down the Furion as he cannot get on there. Smoke of Deceit is available. Let's have a look at the other items available on the side of Furi Curi. Not sure where that blast was, the lightning bolt. So Mac up on the Lich. We've got the Diffusal, I think, on the way. No, it will be the Yasha for Andy from Canberra. And the Oblivion stuff. So are we going to have a refresher? Shadow Shaman, I think we are. Just for more wards. More wards are always good. There's the blink forward from Dave. Doesn't actually do anything because he doesn't have Flaming Lasso available. But just zoning them away from the tower so that the push can commence. I think one of the wards may have died there, but the rest are looking very healthy. And yeah, this tower will be going down with these. Chinky is over in the top lane trying to get something. There's the engage from the Slark. Thunder God's Wrath goes out, the Lich ultimate as well. And that will be Slardar going down along with the rest of his team by the looks of things. And he ends up going down the Slug, but the rest of his team can clean up with ease. Blink Dagger has a couple of seconds left on its cooldown. Nature's Wrath doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. And sponsored by Centrelink, banging on the front doors here for tier 3. Was like Golden Boy happy with his pick off on the Slug? Or maybe complimenting the enemy. So Mikey from Canberra heading down to the bottom part of the river. Will the rune spawn here for him? It will not. It's a regen rune up at the top part, which I believe they do have vision of. I think that can see it, but those wards. So the warding from Furi is pretty good around this area. Hang on. There we go, that area. They're able to see the top part of the river quite well. The rest of the map leaves a little something to be desired. The vision for sponsored by Centrelink is spot on, as Mikey's just waiting, melded. Smoker to see it gets popped, and they know that Templar Assassin is around because that smoke ran out. And now Mikey starts to run away. So unfortunately for Curi, the smoke not going to work out. Golden Boy gets pounced on, but Slark taking a lot of damage. May end up going down. His shackle is used on the Slardar as long as the other CC. AA gets taken out along with the rest of the backline of Curi, and that will be a very quick 5-0 and sponsored by Centrelink's favour. If that smoke play had worked out, it could be a lot different, but unfortunately they went right next to a Templar Assassin who was laying in wait. Now Roche going to be getting work on Care's Salt. Oh, okay, Dave being a bit of a scumbag. Are we going to see the Hex come out onto the Roshan, turn him into a giant chicken? I guess not. Oh, there he goes. Gigantic chicken of Roshan. Bat Rider just zoning off to the side. And yeah, this Roshan should go down. Probably going to give the Aegis over to the Templar Assassin who's working on the Daedalus, I believe. And there goes Aegis of the Immortals. So this Templar Assassin even harder to kill now. Tier 1 at the top has gone down to the Nature's Prophet. But that is the only tower casualty. Even most of the tower damage that's been done to sponsored by Centrelink, is the rest looking fairly healthy. Andy from Canberra pushing in the mid, has his Yasha, maybe going for a Santin Yasha, maybe Manta Style to break. I think the illusions from Manta Style break Ice Blast, not quite sure on that one. May make it harder for Zeus to nuke the Slark if he doesn't know which one to Lightning Bolt. And this top part of the jungle completely controlled by sponsored by Centrelink. They've got the wards, although to be fair there's some decent warding here from our red team. And now Slark running zoning duties while the tower gets pushed. He has amplified damage used on him, but Shadow Dance, well, it must have just run out. So Golden Boy doesn't have many items at all at the moment, only a Bracer and Power Treads to his name, not a very strong Dragon Knight. He excels better in the mid when he can free farm, but to be fair, against this Templar Assassin, he wouldn't have been able to anyway. Blink forward by the Templar Assassin, 3 hits the Zeus. And this will be, yeah, now Slater gets jumped on and taken down. The ward's being placed. Linnea walking forward and taking down the rest of the Curi. Zeus buys back into the game. Aegis gets popped onto the Templar Assassin. And now can Mikey continue the carnage, or is he going to back out? He will continue killing. That was a massive hit onto the Zeus. Is that a double? No, it's not even double damage, and that's just tons of damage. And there will be the tier 3 going down. Poor Lich gives up his life in exchange for it, who is working on his Aghanim Scepter as well, getting the tanky pieces first. And here we go, the racks will be getting worked on. Not a whole heck of a lot that Furi can do against the super creeps that will be coming in, or mega creeps. And there's not even a blink, nowhere near a blink for the Slider, so he's not able to engage. Ice Blast won't do a whole heck of a lot, and Templar Assassin takes the 365 from the barracks there. Okay, Shadow Shaman is down at the bot, working on his Refresher Orb, which he must be pretty close to. Yeah, he only needs 150 gold for that one. Invis Rune at the bottom part of the river. The Dire Wards have been walked past. Dave is just farming everything that he can. Maybe going for BKB next, that would probably make the most sense. A lot of magic damage here, and a fair bit of CC too. Now, can Chinky get the push on? That would be the best hope for our Furi Curi friends. He's got the Midas. Recovery Midas is can help quite a lot. Teleports and starts farming up the jungle. Manta style, Refresher Orb, Daedalus, or big item pickups sponsored by Centrelink. 18-0-9 on the Templar Assassin. She's going for the Monkey King staff, I believe. We'll have to see. Monkey King bar, I think. No, MK. Yeah, Monkey King bar. Invisibility rune picked up by Shibata on the Ancient Apparition. Pickles still working on his Aghanim Scepter for the infinite bounces. Unfortunately, there's no Meepo to get killed by that one. Chinky going to TP to the bot and do as much as he can. Another big item purchase, the Black King bar on the Bat Rider. And we'll have to see if Chinky can make enough of an impact to this bot to force them away. Ancient Apparition hanging around invisible as Andy gets stunned up, and there's the wards going down again. Second set of wards, and Andy may have gone a little bit too far in here. Yeah, has to use the Shadow Dance to get out, but the ward's just demolishing the tower. Meanwhile, Chinky going to be going down to Dave, as Mikey going to take down the Ancient Apparition in the base. The double set of wards doing their damage to the barracks. The stun missed onto the Slug. Slug very slippery, particularly with this much movement speed that he's got. And now this is 4 sets of barracks down for Furi Curi, or 4 barracks down rather. And this may be all she wrote for this game. Zeus doesn't yet have the arcane boots, so yeah, Furi Curi just behind from the start and couldn't really get a leg up to get back into the game. Dave pushing at the bot after dealing with the pesky Furion. Monkey King bar, that's it. He's picked up by Linnea, so no dodge is going to be coming out here, even though there is no evasion anyway, just a ton of damage and the CC that she gets. So going for that orb. Oh no, not an orb effect, never mind. As there's the Slark engaging on the Chinky, he's going to fall very, very quickly. Here's the ultimate out of the Lich, and Laos is going to go down as well with the rest of his team, except for Golden Boy. But yeah, this is the fat lady's warming up her voice, ready to start singing, and there Golden Boy will go down 0-4-5 and Furi Curi's favour. No, sorry, against them. And there is the GG from Furi Curi, bowing out with grace. As sponsored by Centrelink, going to take the victory and move on to the next round. And Furi Curi going to drop down to the losers bracket. And hopefully, unless they're already in the losers bracket, so hopefully we get to see more by them, sponsored by Centrelink Victory. So thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with more Canberra Dota 2 action. If you head on over to twitch.tv/onlylogic, you can catch Boys versus Omega Squadron, and he is casting with Cathified. So thank you for tuning in. This is Cold Blood signing out.